little artistic talent watching today, what kind of words of advice or wisdom could you give them if they want to be doing what you're doing?
Keep drawing, no matter what.
Draw.
The one thing that I've learned, because I'm slowly coming into my own, because I used to have to tell her how I want this. I started with just stick figures, and she would tell me, I can't read. What can I do with a stick figure? I need more. So I started doing more, and the more I did, the better I've gotten. So that helps, and definitely staying in school is a very huge key, because I would not be able to do a website or even think about trying a marketing plan or anything if I didn't have some kind of background in the schools that I went to.
So it takes more than simply being a good drawer to make something like this happen. You kind of have to be committed to it. It's a lot of hard work. And you got to study people who are already doing it. So hopefully at the end of the show, I'll give you some information so you can contact Kiss Me Comix. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to talk to another person from Kiss Me Comix, plus another person you should know in the minority comic book universe. Where is he here? Somewhere in here. If you have a topic or issue you'd like to see on our program, send us a letter here at U City Productions, 26 North Halstead Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60661, or email us at 26nhalstead@wciu.com. Welcome back to 26 North Halstead, talking all about the new comic universe. If y'all don't know about it, then hopefully you'll see a lot of these people at your next comic book convention, or you'll see their titles at your comic book store. Joining us now is Jose Mesarina, creator of the Unbelievable Laundry Detergent Man, as well as Robert Boyd, another of the family, the Kiss Me Comix family. Thank you all for joining us today. This is really great, and this is really exciting. Jose, let me tell you something. When I saw the Unbelievable Laundry Detergent Man, first of all, tell me a little bit about your background before we start talking about the character here. How did you get into the comic book world?
I got in through the comic book world when I learned how to read. I was 4 years old. Before I went to kindergarten, my brother and I used to get old comic books, and it took us about a week to read one entire comic. But that's how I got into it. Then later I started collecting, and some friends in high school also were collecting, and I just started drawing and writing, and that's how I got into the whole comic book thing.
And Robert, how about yourself? What's your story?
Well, I've been friends with my partners for many a year now, and we would go to the various comic book shops, and we enjoyed the particular titles that we like to read on a regular basis. One day we sat back and we thought, wow, maybe we can do this. We have great ideas and interesting ideas, and probably in some cases more exciting storylines. So we decided maybe we should collaborate and make our own comic titles.
Now, I have to ask you all as well, growing up reading comics and looking at the comic book titles, did you feel a certain alienation because you didn't see a lot of major characters that were black or Latino?
Well, as we got older, we noticed there were a lot of, shall we say, white males who dominated the comic scene, and we decided, wow, well, where are the black heroes? Is it not possible for a black man to be a hero and help save the city or save the world? How come there are only so many males and maybe one or two females as well, or Latino heroes, in general?
Right.
And now certainly you can find some black even sidekicks. I don't remember any Latinos in the Marvel or universe, or maybe I'm just missing them.
Well, I can't remember any off the top of my head, but I do remember reading comics and seeing that many artists are Latino, like you have George Perez and Sergio Aragones and Angelo Torres, and those kind of things kept me, inspired me to keep going and hoping that maybe one day I could make my own Latino character, as the superhero. Unfortunately, my publisher, Rene Castellano of Instant Press Comics, he's also a Latino who He's the founder and president of Instant Press Comics, and he gave me a shot, and now my books are coming out frequently with a Latino hero as the star.
Now, Robert, tell me a little bit about your major character that you're working with right now.
Right now, we're in the middle of production on my own title for Kiss Me Comix called Excessive Force.
Okay.
It is the story of a young man named William Evans. He works for a company that designs bulletproof vests for the police department. One particular day, he stumbles across information that his company is corrupt and supplying arsenal and weaponry to street gangs.
Okay.
And he is working on an experimental bulletproof vest. He takes it, uses it for his own purposes to bring the company to its knees. And, you know, I want it to be exciting. I want it to be a gritty crime drama, and I just want people to enjoy it.
Fantastic. And the Unbelievable Laundry Detergent Man, one of my favorite comics I've read in a long time. Tell me a little bit of how you came up with this character and a little bit about the character.
I came up with the entire character. Actually, I wasn't looking out to make a Latino character at the time. I was actually going to make a spoof of The Amazing Spider-Man for a friend of mine. And so I changed Amazing to Unbelievable and Laundry Detergent. You know, instead of being Spider, it was a Laundry Detergent Man. And as I started making it, I said, I'm not going to make it a spoof because I started liking what I was drawing and making. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and make it a regular series.
Now, one of the fascinating things which go across all the comics, but especially I noticed in yours, Jose, is that some of the places and scenes that are in your book, I could drive down Halstead and 18th and Halstead and see some of these places. Is that? And tell me a little bit about that.
Right. Actually, the place, a lot of places in the book are my actual neighborhood on Morgan Street. So there's pictures of certain alleyways, and there's certain streets off of Halstead, and I include also real people, like, for instance, the grandfather character is my actual deceased grandfather. Then I also have a pet goldfish in the story who's, I used to have a goldfish, so I just thought back and I said I'll throw my goldfish in there. And as the series goes along, I'll probably start putting more things in, like the Bridgeport Coffee House that's also situated on 31st and Morgan. That's where the book takes place. So I go around and I take pictures of the neighborhood in certain spots. And like you said, you know, it's pretty recognizable. I get the same comments from other people who say, hey, you know, that looks like my certain neighborhood.
Right.
And that was actually what I was trying to do.
How much of your own personal life or environment do you include in terms of writing your character?
Well, I guess first off, the character will look like me.
Okay.
And the character will look like me. There will be some instances based on personal experience. With all titles for our company, I try to incorporate things that I've been through in my life or things that I think might happen, just to give it a more human feel.
Okay.
Also, I try to inject a little bit of humor. You know, you want the comic to be action-packed and everything, but it doesn't hurt to laugh once in a while, to really enjoy what you're reading.
I think that's what makes me enjoy a comic book when I read it is, you know, it's really serious. There's a lot of stuff going on, but there are points in there that you got to crack up, and you can tell it's a joke kind of between the artist or between the writer and the reader. You know, just the Unbelievable Laundry Detergent Man. You'd think hearing that title like this is ridiculous. Come on, but when you start reading it and you see you're dealing with things like gang violence that goes on in the neighborhood and real things like that. And this guy is really, you know, a crime fighter. And then you have this dirty laundry character come in there. What's the message you're trying to put across with the Laundry Detergent Man? Or is there a message?
Well, when I came up with the name of the character, like I said, it was a spoof. But then the actual story isn't like a hilarious Archie comic or a Mad magazine. It does deal with gang violence. Later on, it'll deal with like drug abuse and, you know, serious topics. And the message I like to get across is, you know, through my artwork, if there are any children out there of minority backgrounds, you know, you don't necessarily have to be in a gang to be involved, you know, have friends or anything. If you read, if you write, if you draw, anything constructive, you can use that in a positive way. And so hopefully when they read my comic book, they'll see that it's not actually like too comical, but it does have a serious side to it, and hopefully it can inspire young children of minority backgrounds to also use their talents constructively. And I also want to say, for the children that do read the book, please do not drink soap, because it will not turn you into a superhero, and I don't want to be sued.
That's the important thing. It says it on every issue. Warning, drinking soap will kill you. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have some more thoughts. To 26 North Halstead. Hopefully watching this program today has inspired young artists out there to get out there and do their own thing and start their own companies and get your work out there, get your work published. Being published or publishing yourself, what are the major challenges? We only have a couple of seconds here left.
Just exposure. It's kind of hard. Some people are so, how can I put a program to oversaturate with the Marvel DC product that they need to try something different, expand their horizons.
There's more stuff out there. Give it a shot. Jose, how about yourself?
Just keep doing what you're doing, and don't listen to any negative comments from anyone, and maybe one day they might be on this show too with you.
Oh, that could be cool.
And I also have a gift here for you, George.
Oh, check this out. It's the unbelievable George Blaise. Check me out. I got my own comic, yo. Now that is fantastic. And for my wonderful friends at Kiss Me Comix, look at this. I got the whole family tree there on a t-shirt and a Serenade CD. There's music that goes with the book. Oh man, this is great. Well, thank you both for coming on the show, for all my guests coming on the show today. Remember out there, expand your minds. Get out there, check out some of this independent work out here, because it's some of the best work going on, and some of it's about you. See you next.